When we talk about emotional intimacy, it's not just about what's said. It's about what's felt and experienced. A woman's body reacts in ways that often communicate more than words ever could. Understanding these reactions helps build trust, empathy, and deeper connection in a relationship. 1. Subtle touches and gestures during emotional intimacy. Small touches like brushing your hand, leaning in closer, or gentle caresses indicate comfort and affection. These gestures show that she feels safe, connected, and open with you. If a woman leans away or stiffens, it often signals discomfort or hesitation, an important cue to slow down and ensure trust. 2. Breathing and heart rate changes. Emotional arousal, whether excitement, nervousness, or affection, can trigger noticeable physiological changes. Quickened breathing or a slightly faster heartbeat when she is close to you is usually a sign that she's emotionally engaged. Calm, steady breathing can indicate comfort, relaxation, and a sense of safety in your presence. 3. Eye contact and pupils. The eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and during emotional intimacy, this couldn't be truer. Sustained, soft eye contact usually reflects genuine connection, interest, and trust. Dilated pupils may indicate excitement or attraction, whereas avoidance of eye contact might signal hesitation or insecurity. 4. Facial expressions. Facial microexpressions, like subtle smiles, raised eyebrows, or relaxed features, reveal emotions before words catch up. A woman who smiles gently during conversation or laughter demonstrates engagement and enjoyment. Conversely, tension in the jaw or frowning may indicate stress or emotional discomfort that should not be ignored. 5. Physical positioning and proximity. How she positions herself around you is a powerful indicator. Leaning in, mirroring your posture, or maintaining close proximity suggests comfort and a desire for closeness. Pulling away, crossing arms, or turning her body slightly may indicate emotional or physical boundaries that must be respected. Emotional intimacy is one of the most powerful aspects of any meaningful relationship, yet it is often misunderstood. While many people associate intimacy purely with physical closeness or sexual interaction, true emotional intimacy goes far deeper. It is the process through which a woman allows herself to be genuinely known, understood, and accepted. Her emotional reactions, as well as the subtle ways her body communicates, provide vital insight into her inner experience. Understanding these responses requires careful observation, empathy, and patience. At its core, emotional intimacy is about trust and vulnerability. When a woman opens herself emotionally, she is sharing parts of herself that are often deeply personal. This may include her fears, desires, past experiences, or even her daily stresses and triumphs. These moments of openness are accompanied by physical reactions that reflect her emotional state. For example, when she feels safe and connected, her posture will naturally relax, her breathing will become slower and deeper, and her facial expressions will soften. Conversely, feelings of uncertainty or discomfort can manifest through crossed arms, tense shoulders, or subtle withdrawal. Recognizing these signals allows you to respond with sensitivity and strengthen the bond. One of the most important aspects of understanding emotional intimacy is awareness of nonverbal communication. A woman's body often conveys what words cannot. Small gestures, such as a brush of the hand, leaning closer, or mirroring your posture, can indicate trust and comfort. These micro-actions are not conscious. They are instinctive reflections of how safe and connected she feels. Similarly, a lack of eye contact, fidgeting, or maintaining distance can signal hesitation or discomfort. Observing these cues without judgment is key to fostering emotional closeness. Emotional intimacy also involves shared vulnerability. When a woman trusts you enough to express her true feelings, her body may show signs of nervous excitement or vulnerability. A slight tremor in her voice, a quickened heartbeat, or a subtle blush are natural physiological responses to emotional openness. These are not merely signs of attraction. They are signs that she feels exposed, yet safe in your presence. Understanding this helps create an environment where she feels supported rather than judged, deepening emotional connection. Another critical factor is the context of interaction. Emotional intimacy cannot be rushed or forced. A woman's reactions are influenced by her past experiences, current emotional state, and level of trust with you. For example, a woman who has experienced emotional neglect may take longer to display open, relaxed body language. In such cases, patience, gentle reassurance, and consistent supportive behavior are essential. Recognizing patterns over time, rather than reacting to isolated incidents, provides a more accurate understanding of her true emotional state. Empathy is the cornerstone of interpreting emotional responses. Emotional intimacy is reciprocal. It involves both giving and receiving. When she expresses her feelings, actively listening, validating her experience, and responding with compassion are crucial. This doesn't mean you have to solve her problems, but showing that you understand and care allows her to feel secure. Physical and emotional reactions go hand in hand. For instance, a soft smile or subtle touch during a vulnerable moment often signals reassurance, while tension in posture might indicate fear of judgment. Recognizing and responding to these signals strengthens emotional bonds. Moreover, emotional intimacy is closely tied to authenticity. A woman's reactions are most revealing when she feels free to be herself without pretense. In emotionally intimate situations, she may laugh freely, express her frustrations openly, or show excitement without reservation. These reactions are her true self emerging, and paying attention to the subtle cues in her voice, posture, and expressions can provide insight into her genuine feelings. A relationship built on such authenticity encourages both partners to be more open and emotionally expressive. Finally, understanding emotional intimacy requires awareness of emotional safety and consent. Emotional intimacy is not about manipulation or pushing someone to reveal more than they are comfortable with. Instead, it is about creating an environment where vulnerability is respected, reactions are noticed, and emotional well-being is prioritized. This includes observing when she pulls back or seems hesitant, recognizing it as a sign to slow down, and ensuring that every step of emotional connection is mutual and consensual. In conclusion, emotional intimacy is a dynamic interplay of trust, vulnerability, non-verbal communication, and empathetic understanding. Observing a woman's physical and emotional reactions provides a window into her inner experience. Signs such as relaxed posture, soft eye contact, gentle gestures, and open expressions reflect comfort and connection, while tension, withdrawal, or avoidance indicate the need for patience and reassurance. By learning to read these cues thoughtfully, you not only enhance understanding, but also create a safe space for authentic emotional exchange. True emotional intimacy is not rushed. It develops gradually through consistency, respect, and genuine empathy, allowing both partners to experience a deeper, more fulfilling connection. Non-verbal cues are among the most powerful tools for understanding emotional intimacy. While words express thoughts, intentions, and feelings, a woman's body often communicates her inner emotions even more vividly. Observing these subtle signs allows you to gauge her comfort, interest, and emotional engagement during intimate moments. Non-verbal communication encompasses gestures, posture, facial expressions, eye movements, and even microexpressions can occur in a fraction of a second, each carrying its own meaning. Mastering the interpretation of these cues is essential for building trust and fostering a deep emotional connection. 1. The power of gestures. Gestures are perhaps the most immediate and visible form of non-verbal communication. Simple actions, such as brushing hair behind the ear, touching the neck, or adjusting clothing, can indicate nervousness, excitement, or self-awareness. A woman who subtly mirrors your gestures or body language demonstrates comfort and connection, often subconsciously signaling that she feels aligned with you. Conversely, crossed arms, fidgeting, or repetitive movements may reveal discomfort, insecurity, or the need for space. Observing gestures in context, how they change depending on conversation topics, proximity, or physical touch, is key to understanding her emotional state. 2. Posture as a window to emotions. Posture is one of the clearest indicators of emotional openness. Leaning slightly forward, uncrossing arms and legs, and facing you directly are signs of engagement and trust. These positions show that she is emotionally and mentally present in the moment. On the other hand, leaning back, turning away, or closed-off postures suggest hesitation or unease. Subtle shifts in posture during emotional intimacy can reveal whether she feels safe enough to connect or if she needs reassurance. Recognizing these signs allows you to adjust your approach in a supportive and empathetic manner. 3. Facial expressions and microexpressions. The human face is highly expressive, and much of emotional communication occurs unconsciously through microexpressions. These are brief, involuntary facial movements that reveal true emotions, even when words are controlled or masked. For instance, a fleeting smile, a raised eyebrow, or a slight furrow in the brow can indicate interest, curiosity, or concern. Women often display microexpressions during emotionally intimate moments, which can reveal feelings they may not yet articulate verbally. Learning to observe these small signals can provide crucial insights into her emotional landscape. 4. Eye contact and pupil dilation. The eyes are perhaps the most telling. 8.